Taurus, hello there. This is Scorpio Stellium, your no bullshit tarot card reader. We're going to do your predictions for the week of October 11th through the 17th. But I'm going to do some different things this week, and I'm kind of excited about them. So here's the deal. I would love if you would drop me some comments after you watch this video and let me know what you think of this new thing I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you your predictions. But while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be teaching you about tarot. I'm going to be teaching you about astrology and why I come to these conclusions that I come to. I'm also going to do a pick a card at the end. So your message from the greater divine, from the universe, whatever you like to call that, is going to be self-selected, okay? So I'm not going to just pull one card and be like, here it is. I'm going to let you choose. So here we go. We're going to shuffle for the week, Taurus, and see what you get for your cards. So I don't like to use spreads. That's my personal preference. I like to let the cards play off of each other and talk to each other and let my intuition flow. So that's why you just see me just laying down cards like this. I like to kind of look at this as a progression through the week. So first line, beginning of the week, middle of the week, end of the week. Okay. So we start off with the Two of Swords, the reverse Knight of Wands, and the reverse Four of Cups. So let's talk through this. Two of Swords, Moon in Libra, okay? This is about a stalemate. This is about indecision. So Moon is your emotions, and Libras, sorry, but they're kind of known for being indecisive. They just want everybody to be happy, and they want to be so diplomatic, and they just like get frozen with not wanting to make the wrong decision. And that's how you're starting out is, I don't want to make the wrong decision, so I'm just kind of at a stalemate. Like, I don't know what to do here. And then we have the reverse Knight of Wands next to it. Wand cards are about action and initiation and passion, initiative and passion. And the Knight of Wands is an action-oriented card. It's reversed here, so I'm seeing this as being, yeah, you're at a stalemate. You don't know what to do, and you don't know what actions to take. That's how we're starting out the week. That's the energy. And then we have the Four of Cups reversed. The Four of Cups is a card about, now it's reversed, so I'm going to tell you upright, it's about when we get kind of apathetic and bored. When it's reversed, we're coming out of that a little bit. So I do think that you are having sort of that mode there, but it's not full blown. It's not like I'm completely stagnating. It's just it's almost a warning. It's like, don't get too like, I don't want to deal with anything, okay? It's Moon in Cancer. So this is talking about, Moon likes to be in Cancer. It's where it's, it's naturally placed. We call it in domicile in astrology. But it's like having so much emotion that you shut down and you just kind of like, the walls go up and you're just like, It's reversed here, which is better than it being upright. Okay, it's not completely in that energy yet, but it is telling you like, hey, if you don't make a move, if you don't act, that's where you're going to end up, is this kind of like, fuck everything, like, I don't even care anymore. That is how the week starts out. So we're going to move down second line. Now, second line is completely reversed, which I'm going to tell you as a tarot reader, when I see all of these cards reversed, or I see a whole lot of reversals, which this reading does, it tells me that the energy is kind of ungrounded. It's there's something missing in your energetic field where you need to like get centered. You need to get grounded. Like, it's because maybe you're letting too many things interfere with your inner peace, and for whatever reason, that's just causing your energy to be very scattered. So that's how I see it when I see a bunch of reverse cards. So I have Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Magician all reversed. Very simply, this says to me, I don't know what to stand up for and fight for anymore. I don't want to have my walls up, but I feel like it's a risk to take them down. It's a risk to like put myself out there. I've been beaten up, for God's sake, and I don't want that to happen again. How do I even do it is what the Magician asks. The Magician is like, I don't even feel like I have the resources or the resolve or the skill to handle this week. It all feels ungrounded. It all feels overwhelming. That's how I see this. Now, the last line here is the Page of Wands, the reverse Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance. So these cards get better, and let me show you how. The Page of Wands is getting out there. He's saying, I want an adventure. I want to take a risk. I'm okay with something new coming in my life. It also, all page cards are messenger cards. So oftentimes this is you getting some type of message towards the end of the week, because that's where it's placed chronologically, that you could be getting a message from somebody that says like, hey, let's go do something. Let's go on a little day trip. Let's go out to dinner. Let's go do something new and exciting, which is awesome because it shakes you out of this sort of Four of Cups kind of, all this other energy that's just kind of where you don't want to do anything. And Taurus, let's be honest, Taurus is kind of known for not being the most of, go-getting kind of sign. Now that's your sun sign. You may have a lot of initiating energy elsewhere in your chart, but we're reading for Taurus, and I gotta tell you, they're about beauty and comfort. They're not necessarily about like, let's go do something. So I'm glad to actually see there's some let's go do something in your reading. The reverse Knight of Pentacles is down here. Now, this is telling me that you don't want to take it slow. Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. So it's like once you get this message or you get this like, impetus to go do something, you don't want to go half-ass. You're like, yeah, let's go. That's exactly what I need. And it leads to temperance is how you end this. It leads to some healing, some just feeling better. Temperance is like, it is about patience. But having it with all of these other cards, I don't see it as being about patience in this reading. And you see what I'm saying? This is where we get context. It's just like when you're reading a book, you have to look at context clues. And the context of this is it's not really about patience because this card is not about patience. So this card is about healing in this instance. Okay, the temperance is finding the right mix, finding the balance, finding what you need to get better. So now let's go ahead and pull some, I'm going to use my different deck, some clarifying cards to take a look at the things that we want to know more about. And that doesn't change the meaning of that card that we're clarifying. It gives us more information and it modifies it. Okay, kind of like, the heading and then the subheading. Now, I'm going to warn you that this deck is a lot thicker than my other deck that I love to read with. So you can just look at the thicknesses of these two decks. And I have little hands, so I dropped this one. So if I look like a clumsy klutz, then just forgive me because I can't make my fingers any longer. Sometimes when cards pop out when I shuffle with that one, I'm like, they need to pop out. With this one, I'm like, no, it's just because I'm dropping stuff all the time. So what am I going to clarify? I want to clarify why you're in this energy to begin with, why you're in this kind of stalemate energy starting the week out. So I kind of decide when I'm shuffling, like how many cards do I really want to take for this? And because I'm trying to clarify a whole line of 3 and not just one card, I'm actually going to pull 3 cards for it. No hard and fast rules. It's just kind of what I decide. When I decide, that's the intuitive part of it. And hey, when you read, you follow your intuition, baby. Okay. See, I told you I'm going to drop them. I'm going to stop using this deck. I swear. I just bought it like a month ago. No, not even a month ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm like, it's too big. That's what she said. Okay. The Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Six of Swords. Now, the Chariot and the Hierophant are both titled cards. They're both major arcana. They're big deal cards. Okay, and the Six of Swords. Okay, so let's talk through this. Why are you feeling the way that you're feeling? It looks like the Chariot, you were ready to move forward in something. Probably in commitment. The Hierophant is about marriage a lot of times, approval, tradition, but commitment is the word that's really jumping out at me. It's like you were almost assuming the victory was there, the commitment was there, and you were like, I'm going forward. Six of Swords. I'm moving on. I'm going on this journey to where the grass is greener, to things are better, and you really felt like things were going to be better, and maybe they're not there yet. Maybe they're taking too long, or maybe they just didn't happen at all. Again, situations are personal, but this is kind of why you're like, oh, maybe this isn't really happening the way that you saw it happening, and so now you're like kind of a little disenchanted with it. So I also want to clarify the Magician, because this one is telling me that you don't feel like totally capable in the middle of the week. You don't feel like you even know what to think. You know, it's this, like, how do I do it? How do I do it kind of card. And we want to clarify that for you, because after that, things do get a whole lot better. So wherever there's energy shifts in my readings, if it's like, oh, it's going along, and then all of a sudden, whoo, how'd that card get there? That's where I like to clarify. So I see the energy shift. I'm going to go ahead and pull. All right, so I have the reversed 8 of Cups and the reversed 7 of Wands. That's funny because this is the reversed 7 of Wands. This is the reversed 7 of Wands. All right. It feels like to me with the reversed 8 of Cups, that maybe you're feeling like a little hopeless, a little abandoned here. And the reversed 7 of Wands, it's defeating. And this is kind of wanting to give up here. But you know what? I think you need to hold out. I think you need to keep the faith kind of thing, because it's not all lost. You see the last line is really great. I mean, last line is healing and adventure and ready to like go get it. So I think that you just need to take this and say, even when I feel like giving up and it's not worth it, like there is hope here. And you do see that hope at the end of the week. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little pick a card. It's not going to be like a big whole thing. It's just going to be 3 cards. You are going to choose your card for your message from the universe, and I will tell you what I think that the greater divine universe is trying to tell you. Okay, I actually need to do it this way. All right, so we have cards 1, 2, 3. What is your message? If you need to pause it for a second and decide, go ahead. All right, so message from the universe. Card 1 is the reversed King of Swords. You don't always have to be in your head, okay? That's what I feel like for this. Sometimes it's good to get out of your head and not overthink it, because it's like the overthinking is leading to what we saw in the spread where you're just like, I don't know what to do. Okay, the second card, the Wheel of Fortune, reversed. This is like upright, the Wheel of Fortune is like everything is going to turn around and go your way. And so reversed, you're like, well, does that mean everything's not going to turn around and go my way? I think what this is really about is like, don't set something in motion. Don't get so in that kind of stagnating energy that you kind of create it. You know what I mean? It's like you can get that way in your head and you can create it in your life. So it's like, don't do that to yourself. Keep moving forward as you deal with these difficulties. And then the third card, the reversed Hanged Man. This is like, hey, there is change now. I know you felt stuck for a while, but guess what? Things are going to turn around. Things are going to change. They're going to get better. All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that style. If you did, or if you didn't, I don't know. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you again next week, you guys. Thanks.